Okay, so I want to talk about something that I say often, but I've never really explained it because I kind of only just really thought about it. But I often use the expression if the shoe fits. Okay, and a lot of Anglophones know this because it's, I think, started with the British and then the Americans did a different version of it. But basically, the concept is if the shoe fits, wear it. So if you get some sort of criticism or something directed at you, it's a you thing. Okay. The problem is that in a lot of society, you know, if I go on Facebook, which I haven't done all year because I'm like, I don't have time for that. I just don't. Sorry. But like, there was no point to it, you know. I know all these people, and they didn't engage. They didn't give me what I needed, even when I was saying specifically what I need. And so it was heartbreaking being able to see all these people posting, leaving comments here and there, and I was kind of like a poltergeist, you know, starving artist kind of concept. Only valued if I was already dead. Doesn't necessarily mean that that's how they meant it to be, but that's how it felt. And on a personal level, it hurt. But I can detach from that and I can set it to the side and I can look at it from a different perspective, considering how intensely my situation is. It's extreme, and it's overwhelming, and a lot of people can't comprehend it. They don't want to comprehend it. It's just too big. It's too much, and so they avoid it. And then they end up avoiding me, which is okay on a personal level. But it hurts on a global social level, on a community level. Mainly because of the fact that, well, that's a different video. Anyway, so if the shoe fits, okay? So where I go with it is that I would see all the time on Facebook just stuff that was irritating me about society. And it didn't have anything to do with any of the people I was actually following or following me. It had more to do with random people in the comments, you know, on whatever public thing that I was looking at. Whether it was IFS, you know, I fucking love science. Or if it was like the tattoo page that I follow, was it 1608 Archangel out of Scotland? Oh yeah, I want a tattoo with them, definitely. But you know, it didn't. You know, it could have been anywhere, any of the public posts and stuff like that that would stimulate my brain because there was enough engagement, and I could participate in that. And so there would be something someone would say, or you know, whatever, and I would make a long kind of rant because I don't do laconic, and I don't know how. I'm sorry, I'm bored, and I need stimulation. So I would, you know, post a rant about something. And some of my rants can seem passive aggressive, especially if I have space to write whatever I want, because I mean, on Instagram, it's limited. Twitter's even worse. Yeah, TikTok, no. I have so much to say. And so if I try and condense it, especially if I'm using a phone, complicated. So I miss things or spell things wrong or whatever. And I get lost and I can't double back and go think and just, I can't. But, you know, if I'm doing my own post or whatever, that's different. I can go back, I can read it more easily and stuff like that. There's more space. It's visible. And so I would post something and it could have absolutely nothing to do with anyone I know. And yet at the same time, it would have a passive aggressive undertone that others would pick up on and go, is this about me? Are you talking about me? Oh my God, are you talking about me? Like, how could you even do that? And I was like, I haven't thought about you in like 3 weeks, 10 months, 2 years, 10 years. Sorry. Had nothing to do with you. But if the shoe fits, that's a you problem, okay? Because it may not have anything to do with you. But if you identify with it, that's a you problem. And so to go further with that working in a shoe store. That was like my second or third job. First job was at a movie theater. Oh my God, I miss being able to hook up the soda machine because, like, you know, you take a cup before the soda machine was actually hooked up and you get like that much syrup and not add any water, and you were good for the rest of your shift. It was awesome. And then there were Cinnabons afterwards because, you know, they had leftovers and they'd be like, here, take them. We don't want them. We don't like them. We work with them. And I was like, yeah, more sugar. I was 16. What do you expect, right? It was great. But I missed that. That was fun. Cinnabon would be nice right now. But anyway, so the concept is that, you know, working in a shoe store, okay, when you go and you want to buy shoes, all right, you find something you like, you test if it measures your foot, you know, you feel the foot, okay, how does that feel, you know, you like, is my toe okay, you know, how about the sides of my foot, do I need something a little wider, a little bit narrower, is the heel okay, because, you know, it's not just a girl thing, okay, high heels were invented originally for guys. Pink was originally a guy color. But anyway, so fun facts, right? But you know, you feel your foot. You know, how does it feel in the shoe? Okay, then you, like, you know, try and put both of them on and you walk around the store and it's like, okay, how does this feel? You know, does it feel like me? You know, you look in the mirror. Oh, do I like this? Is it a good angle? Does it make me look fat? I have a nice ass. It's fat. Anyway, I'm fine with my body fat. I've lost a lot of it. I'm comfortable with my body. I want to get rid of this, but I mean, like, I have big muscles. I just have the flab underneath. But I'm going to get rid of it because I want to, for health reasons. Because, you know, it's a me thing. But you know, I'm rambling. Anyway, I do that. I'm bored. I'm overstimulated. So, you know, you test out the shoe. You try it on, okay? And then if you don't like it, if it doesn't feel right, if it's not the right color, you know, you reject it and you go move on to something else. If you do like it, if it does fit you, if it is you, you know, certain shoes, you'll wear them. Like, I had these blue suede shoes. I loved them. They were like these, like, okay. They were kind of like these, right? But they were blue suede and they were so comfy. And they were like amazing, and I wore them to death. And I was so disappointed because I could never find any new ones. And that's what you do, you know, when you outgrow something, either because your foot changes size or they fall apart, whatever, you know, you move on and you learn from it and you remember the experience and you grow from it. But that's the kind of concept with if the shoe fits. So we can watch things, you know, we can read things. We can hear things, and it may have absolutely nothing to do with us. Has absolutely nothing to do with me. Has absolutely nothing to do with you. But it triggers. It triggers a response. It's like, are you talking to me? Are you talking to me? I can't do the accent. Sorry. A tidy papa boy to sitting on a coiba, boyping and a choiping and eating dirty worms. Yeah, it's been a while. I haven't tried that accent in a while. I miss having fun. So here's the thing. If you hear something, if you see something, if you feel like it's about you, take a step back. Okay? Ask if it's about you. You know, communication. No assumptions. Did you see the assumption video? I hate assumptions. Assumptions are the bane of my existence. Maybe, for the moment. Anyway, so yes, I know I'm random. Get over it. And yes, I'm chaotic. Get over it. It's ADHD, but it's not ADHD because it's long story. So the thing is that if it feels like it's about you, grow some cojones, whether they're physical or metaphysical, doesn't matter. You know, whether it's a sock, okay, with one of those squeegee ball kind of things inside, and you go, you know, grow some self-interest. And just ask, is this about me? Can you clarify? Not no Queen of Swords energy. Just communicate. You know, is this about me? I'm curious. I want to know. You know, find out if it is. And then, you know, if it has nothing to do with you, even if you don't want to ask, stop and think about it and go, all right, this resonates with me. This makes me feel a certain type of way, whatever chakra you want to go for. Why? Analyze it like you would putting on a shoe. Think about it. You know, if it is you, if it's a shoe that you like to wear, if it's something that's comfortable, you know, okay, explore it, understand it. You know, if it's something you need to defend, all right, logically put the emotion aside, no attacking, you know, just have a conversation. But don't assume. You know, and test it out. Walk in it a little bit. And if you find that's a repeating pattern, because, you know, when you like certain shoes, you're going to wear them as much as you can for specific things if you have to, or in general because they're comfy. You know, I mean, God, I miss the New Rocks. Oh, I miss New Rocks because they make me tall. But they're comfy and they're clunky, and I like the clunky ones. But, you know, if you have a favorite type of shoe, sometimes we have not necessarily favorite patterns, but we have patterns that repeat, that we keep doing over and over again. And at certain points we go, that's not me anymore. I don't want to do that anymore. It doesn't fit anymore. And so we put it away, throw it out, whatever. And there's a bug somewhere. I heard it. So if you hear things that feel like you, question it. Do the introspection. Figure out, is this me? Do I resonate with this? Is it something I want to change? Even if it has nothing to do with what's going on and the person that's talking or singing or movies or whatever that trigger you to feel this way. You know, sit with it for a minute. Test it out. Is it you? And if it's not you, all right, but still think about it. You know, I don't do high heels. I can walk in high heels, but it's not me. I don't want to. You know, I've had my phase like that. I tried it. It was okay. I like the clunky heels. I like the clunky. But that's me. You know, and I like the clunky heels with the clunky back and the clunky front. You know, because otherwise it just doesn't feel right. You know, I can do it. But it's the same kind of concept with, you know, is this me? Did I say something wrong? You know, is this about me? Okay, it has nothing to do with me. But what is it that's making me feel this way? Oh, shoot. I recognize patterns that I do like that. Or I recognize patterns that others have told me that that's how they perceive me. Doesn't necessarily mean that's me, but that's how they perceive me. Because perception's, you know, another form of assumption. So, gotta make sure I don't burn my nose. I trimmed my nose hairs for this. I don't expect you to like me. I don't care. I really don't care. I just want help. Which is why I'm posting the videos. But the thing about the shoe theory is that, you know, if the shoe fits, accept it. Accept that it fits. Doesn't mean you have to buy it. Doesn't mean you have to wear it all the time. You know, doesn't mean you have to like it. You can go, okay, it fits. But it's the wrong color, or it's the wrong, you know, something. Not what I want. That's not who I am. That's not who I want to be. You can reject it. You can change it. You can work on it. You can figure out what does fit. You know? So I do that all the time. I hear things that, you know, sound like me. Is that me? No. That may be how others perceive me. But that's their thing. That's a them issue. And if there's no communication, we can't rectify it. And that's okay. You know, but there's other points where it's like, oh, okay, this may not have anything to do with me, but I do that. Well, shadow work time. I guess we're going to have to do some deep diving into that and figure out how to change it. which is why I can be so stable while I'm being traumatized, because of the fact that I've worked through so many shadow issues, so that I'm in a neutral phase. I'm in a resting mode between right this minute and the next appointment, which is coming up. I'm stronger than this. I can deal with her. No intrusive thoughts. She's not here. I don't need to have them right now. But I do not like working with that woman. I swear that... Anyway, that's another video. But the thing is that we can recognize in the moment, I'm not with that lady. The anti-happy lady, as I call her. She's not here. I don't have to go into that traumatic experience right now. And I can step back from it when she is here. It's harder because I have to speak a different language, and I can't be myself, and I have less words, and I have less ability to defend myself. I have less of everything. But I can step back from it. And I do all kinds of things to work on the shadow side, to figure out, okay, what is triggering me? Why is it triggering me? How do I move past it? How do I not let it eat at me? And so part of that is the shoe. Does the shoe fit? If it fits, okay, own it. You know, take accountability for it. And then how long do you want to wear it? You want to wear it all the time? Once in a while? You know? It's not like a cast. You don't have to walk around wearing a cast all the time. So I don't, which is how I can shut it down, which is how I've done a lot of healing. But there's still so much more healing that I have to do. But I've gotten the little steps out of the way so that when I get to a point where I can actually get to a therapist, when I can actually sit down and really talk with someone and get past it, and I have someone who can understand and help work me through the rest of the way. It's like a zipper. You know, I'm tying up all those loose ends, but I've already got the teeth in place and it's already somewhat zipped up. I just got to finish the rest of the way. I've been doing the work myself because I know no one can heal me other than me. Just like no one can heal you other than you. And you have to want to. And I want to. Because once I get out of here, I want to be in a position where I can go get a job, where I can go have a life, where I can have friends, where I can be me. And I can figure out who I am. And I don't have to be a survivor all the time. And I don't have to be a victim anymore. You know, I get to be me. Because I don't really know who that is. I've been this for so long. And before that, I was a mom. And before that, you know, I was always whatever people needed me to be. Well, those shoes don't fit anymore. And Bruce Puppy's not happy, so I gotta go let him outside. So, yeah, if this makes any sense. If you're laughing at some of my antics, cool. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for listening.